Hello there, I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now my friends, today we are... Could you please? Thank you. Today my friends, we are going to continue with our rocket exploration of space. Maybe we might even start getting into some colonization of nearby planets. Given that we already have our colonization rocket available, we are just dependent on colonizer dupes now, should the game decide to give it to us. Yeah, other than that, we also need to still do a bit of organization around our base. It's still super disgusting. And yeah, my friends, last episode, right, we talked about making a little bit of a ranch over here, I mean for the Dracos, so that we could have some fibers and plastic going and whatnot, and these guys are doing nothing, so why not? And you know, that idea lingered in my head, and then I thought to myself, how about we just turn this world into a ranching world, because these dupes don't have anything better to do, and I don't have space for ranching in my main base, so like two birds, one stone. You know, like the dupes, the only thing they have to do over here is maintain this. That's the only thing they do. And this doesn't exactly require a lot of maintenance, just a little bit more power that we will also work on in the future. Yeah, this thing could use some more uses, right? And yeah, let's continue exploring space. Hopefully Camille will find something useful over here. No more trashy asteroid fields like we have found in the last... Look at this. Look at the amount of garbage that we found last episode, my friends. Disgusting. Oh, by the way, my friends, I think we should also start working on the steam chamber. Look at these temperatures. We just launched the rocket twice. We have 942 degree oxygen in the pipe. Now, that doesn't matter. Like, don't worry, because that's only 1 kilo. The second this gets dropped inside of the cockpit, nothing. It's going to even out with the other oxygen. It's not going to be a problem. I think. Don't quote me on that. If something breaks later down the episode, don't blame me. Yeah, this kinda indicates that if we had the steam chamber operating, it would probably be for the best. Because this is a bit too toasty for my tasting. You know, so maybe we should focus on that, perhaps. Yeah, let's just build a couple of... back wall tiles over here, but I need to finish this off because I don't know how many rockets I'm gonna have. The steam chamber is going to expand all the way, probably all the way over here, because this is where we are gonna have our nuclear reactor. Underneath the nuclear rockets we don't have steam chambers, we have other things. So yeah, this is gonna require a lot of modifications, shall we say. So yeah, let's start by doing the basic, which is deconstructing this so that we can close this off. Boy, this is gonna be annoying to deconstruct. Because I'll have to, like, deconstruct one at a time, and then oh my god. This is why having jetpacks is so cool. We could just deconstruct this and the dupes would jetpack themselves out of here. You know what, that might not be a terrible idea. A few jetpacks for, construction purposes only. Okay, so I think that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional platforms on top of the 3 that we already have. That's 8. We're gonna want to have at least 3 hydrogen rockets. That's 5 petroleum rockets. Not terrible. Not terrible. Not a terrible amount of rockets. Gotta be honest. And then we could have a few extra rad rockets over here. Yeah. It's a satisfying amount. It's just that I don't know how I'm gonna connect the petroleum rockets to the radiation rockets, because you know, the radiation rockets require a pool underneath them, and if I want to have a steam generator somewhere around here and another one over here, it might conflict a little bit. But that's a problem for a while, not right now. So let's just put the rest of the stuff in place. Maybe not. Let's not build them out of gold. Maybe, because gold melts a little bit too easy. Yeah. 1,000 degrees, okay. This thing melts at 1,000 degrees. Now, we do have a small problem, okay? Okay, we do have a small problem. Because, I didn't notice, but we use all of our iron. I don't know how, the iron just, poof, vanished No one knows what it is. Unless I store it, like, and now the dupes cannot access, which I don't think it's the case. It is not, so, yeah. Yeah. This is might be a problem. Okay, so, good news, my friends, good news. Fluorine asteroid field. Bad news, the rocket doesn't reach there. Okay, this one, if I want to go over here, see, I'm not gonna be able to come back. So only hydrogen rockets will be able to reach this thing. Unfortunate, but hey, at least exists. Next, we have this one, not terrible, crude oil, but not exactly one of my favorites, let's be honest. We also need at least 2 radioactive asteroid fields so that we can maintain our nuclear reactor in the future. But yeah, for now, exploration is done. Camille, you can come back. Well, my friends, clearly the game agrees with our plan of making the other world a ranching world. Just look at this. 2 animal lovers. They're terrible dupes, don't get me wrong. 2 animal lovers and hatchling eggs and whatnot. You know what? That's actually pretty good for us, because we can now print hatchlings over here. Which is one of the primary things that we need to ranch after all, right? Right. We'll start building ranches over here, and over time, this thing will end up being ready. One of these dupes will have to be turned into a mechatronics engineers to make the rail. The other one and the others will just be fully rancher dupes. We'll even scrub their little brains into so that we can use their skill points a little bit better. But yeah. This world is something that can be done over time, slowly and steadily. Oh my god. Finally, my friends, we got ourselves our very first colonizer dupe. There we go. Ari over here, building and rocketry. This is what we want. We want a rocketeer dupe which has either building or digging, or both. Both would be nice, but hey, one of the 2 is not terrible. If this dupe could have like something like sterilize or something for morale, it would also be nice, which is not the case. Shabby dresser, it's even, you know, it's the opposite. So, you know, not exactly the best, but hey, Ari is a good dupe for us. So let's go back over here so that Ari can start his training, and soon, you know, he will be able to drop cute little bots on hostile planets. Straight into rocketry you go, good sir. There we go. After we have more points, we'll put in those points into the this tech line, the construction tech line, and the suit tech line as well would be nice. And speaking of that, I just remember one thing. Do we have a place to put the suits? We don't. That's terrible, because we are gonna need copious amounts of suits, my friends. That's not good. We need more space over here. And we don't have space. Well, it's not perfect. Okay? It's not the perfect solution, but it's either this or we need to deconstruct a table to put the storage. So, yeah. We are gonna use these things, because these things can be, like, put into, like, you know, not the foreground, but they don't need to be, on top of a tile to work, right? So we can kind of like put something like this, right? And this is enough internal storage to put stuff like suits and building materials and whatever we decide that we need to take. Because, you know, most of the materials will be found locally. We'll send the droid into the planet. The cute little bot will just mine out the planet, build us a bunch of stuff in anticipation to the arrival of the dupes. We probably will have to bombard the planet with some materials whenever we decide to colonize it. But until then, oh, the science vessel is back. But until then, yeah, there is no point in sending materials there. Okay, so we might need the internal storage probably just for the suits, because we need, like, no joke, we might need close to 20 suits per colonizing trip. Bare minimum, 20 suits. So, you know, we need space for them. They are heavy. It's like 20 suits, that's like 10,000 kilos worth of suits, I think. I think each one is... no? I don't know. They are heavy, okay? The suits are heavy, and we need space for them. So, I think this is gonna work. Gotta be honest, my friends, I think this is probably one of the best rockets that I have ever built, cockpit-wise, because every single tile of space is actually occupied. There is 2 tiles of space remaining, here and here. And I don't think we can build anything in there, otherwise I would. So yeah, this rocket is almost done. Let's just finish up the few things that are remaining, and let's take it for the test drive. I mean, we do need to drop a bot over there, so yeah, we need to start dropping bots on that planet. So, you know, Harry needs a test drive, you know, we need to see if he's capable of handling this rocket or if he's going to crash miserably against our colony and destroy everything, which doesn't happen, but it would be funny. So, yeah, let's just finish the rocket and send it on its merry way. Oh, another thing, my friends, I think it is time for us to start considering alternative means of power, even though this thing is pretty awesome. As you can see, it is active all the time. We are starting to draw considerable amounts of power, and yeah, this is not going to last. No, this is not going to last, my friends. We have half of a reserve over here available to us, so maybe it would not be a terrible idea to start thinking about a petroleum power plant underneath this one, which was always the objective. Yeah, my friends, I think I'm gonna shift my focus to the power plant, because yeah, I'm glad I noticed this when I did, because we are in deep doo-doo. Deep doo-doo if I cannot finish this power plant in time. And I would estimate that we have around 4 cycles before that happens. Before we are in deep doo-doo. Because without, like, we are consuming a stupid amount of power right now. Yeah. Oh boy, what have I done? What have I got myself into? Well, my friends, as much as I don't want to, I will have to redo the piping in this area, because I need to have the cooling loop go through here, and I need the petroleum pipe that also goes through here, and I need to remove this crude oil pipe from here, and I need to redirect the... Oh my god. So much piping, I don't even, okay? I don't even. Man, this thing is beautiful, man. My friends, look at this. Look at this waterfall thingy. I love it. I love it. What I don't love is our situation. Our situation is terrible, my friends. But this is mesmerizing. Oh my god, this is beautiful. But as beautiful as it is, we can't just stick around and look at it. I need to really make the power plant. I already have plans on how I'm going to redo the piping. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be much better than it is right now. Oh, this thing is already done. We are messing up with the thingy. I just need to go like this, and then... No. Yeah, okay. We need to kind of remove this pipe over here in the middle, but make sure that no polluted water remains in there. Beautiful. And then we are going to bridge the crude oil over here, through here, and that means we can remove this pipe, meaning we can put the cooling loop through, you know, the middle, and the petroleum through this side over here. Yeah, we really need to hurry up, because we are on the final stretches of our reserves. Oh boy, I'm scared. I am scared, my friends. I am super scared. Super scared, gotta be honest. The pipes are empty, which is what we wanted, meaning I can now deconstruct this mess. We might go and spend a few days in blackout mode because of my, shall we say, lack of attention when it comes to the power part, because, yeah, as you can see, this is not great. This is not great at all, boy, yeah. Okay, so we might be in a little bit of a snag, because the automation turned this off. You know, it was at 500 grams and it turned off momentarily, that thing. So no gas was supplied to this thing, which means that we are in low power mode. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna splice this directly into this pipe over here, allowing the... You can't go through? Really? You can. You should be able to, because you can't go on the other side. You should be able to move through unimpeded. Or maybe not. Alright. So, apparently I ignored my power for far too long, and now I'm gonna suffer the consequences of my actions, my friends. We need emergency power, because this thing, it's still gonna take, 3 or 4 more cycles before it's ready, and we can't wait that long. This is gonna suck. We really need some emergency power, which means that, for example, like over here, you see this thing? This thing is going to operate all the time. I made this little bit of automation so that this could operate, shall we say, even... like, for example, we didn't have anything over here, right? So we have no way of telling if this thing is full or not. One way with that we can say if that thing is full or not is if the pipe is full for, like, for example, 30 seconds. So if this thing detects hydrogen for 30 seconds, it will activate these things because it's more likely filled up than not, and then it's gonna keep it active for a very long time. But now what we do is we just mess with these filters, and now this thing will activate. Okay, we have a little bit of power going over there. Now, emergency coal power. Emergency coal power. I gotta be honest, I thought about this multiple times, but then it's not gonna be a problem. But I should have had set up a emergency power thingy. I always build this, but I never need it, and so this time I thought to myself, I'm not gonna waste time with that, and now I need it, and I can't build it because I don't even thought about it. Oh my god. Okay, maximum priority. Next cycle I'm just gonna max priority, like emergency priority, all of this. This is an emergency power thingy. It's only gonna have 6, which means it's only can produce 3 megawatts or the kilowatts or whatever, but it's more than enough to keep us afloat with the other hydrogen thingies for a little while we finish the production of this. Once this is done, our power problems will be solved, and everything should be cool. But the dupes really need to build this, cause yeah. 666, the cycle of the devil. I should have expected, my friends. I should have expected that Randy would come from RimWorld straight into Oxygen Not Included to cause us some issues. But no. Here I was, confident in my skills, that I had everything under control. I don't have everything under control. In fact, things are... nothing. Wait, that's... I think it's one tile higher that I need to go. Wait, am I... Huh, okay. I was wondering, why are you not putting the coal? You need to put everything to 100%. Otherwise, the thing will not pick up the coal. Okay, you're telling me that you can't deliver the coal over there? This is a joke. You're joking, game. Come on. You're really gonna make me build another one of these? Dummy game. Dumb. I know it's because of this thing. If I deconstruct this and put a rail thingy over here, which is the ultimate objective, is to have a rail thingy over here from the coal line. It's all that we need. Then this tile doesn't need to exist. But well, whatever. We have a little bit going at a time, so that's not terrible at all. I can tell you, my friends, it is very stressful to be operating under these circumstances, but I'm glad that at least we are kinda capable of surviving without this. I just need to make sure that all the aqua tuners are, like, turned off, except for this one, because this one only activates like every 5 seconds. But yeah, I am pretty much deactivating anything that doesn't need to be active right now, and hopefully in just a few cycles we'll be able to finish this thing, because like the piping is the worst enemy now, although most of it has already been taken care of. But yeah, this is like an unbelievable mess that we have going on around here. Like just look at this. You see what is happening over here? This is unbelievably terrible. Oh my god! And I'm even worse, because I can't do anything with these fat fingers of mine. Would you please, Base Manager? Thank you. Like my friends, gotta be honest with you, I don't think I have ever made anything this complicated with this many bridges before. Like, once again, all the tiles are filled up with pipes everywhere. But things make sense, and yeah, this is now far more organized, and at least it even looks a little bit better, I would say. We just need to cut the cooling line over here, redirect it through here, and then cut it over here and redirect it through here. And that is gonna send the cooling line through this petroleum power plant, which in turn... Oh, we already have the petroleum flowing in, which means these things should start activating. Yeah. Look at it. Okay, this is only works for a split second, but yeah. Power problem kinda solved. We need to finish everything, but you know, I'm happy. Yeah, even at ×1, this thing is super fast. Oh, look at that! We already have hatches over here. So cool! Nice! And the Dracos still haven't... like... Incubation only 6%. Why? Growth suppressed. What? It's 16 degrees, 17 degrees, what? I don't... My brain is not processing. I mean, it's not comfortable range, but it's a livable range, so what gives? Okay, fine, we'll do it, fine. We'll put an incubator somewhere, and then I'll have to deal with those damn critters. You know what, you guys can come over here, and then I'll solve the situation somehow, some other way. Interestingly enough, none of these dudes likes to build stuff. Okay. That's fine. So we're gonna scrub the brains of Gossman and Hassan. They don't need to be like this. We are kinda done with the building part. But Max will remain as the kinda builder and digger for the colony, okay? For this part, at least. And mechatronics engineers as well. So we are gonna kinda max out his morale. He might even be upset. Come on. Thank you. He might even be upset from time to time, but you know what? It's life, Max, okay? This colony needs a mechatronics. Gossman is gonna be a rancher, and Hassan is also gonna be a rancher, even though he doesn't like it too much. Tough cookies. But well, my friends, now that our crisis has been taken care of, we can continue with our efforts. Yeah, the steam chamber is actually very well on its way. We will have to deconstruct that and block it, of course, but the foreground has all been built, and this usually takes a little bit of time, because, you know, there is all of these work orders to go through, but the tube's already built, which is quite very impressive. Now, creating steam inside of this chamber is gonna be a challenge, however, because... here's the thing, I kind of wanted to do things like differently, but it's not gonna be possible, because I wanted to have like one cooling loop going like this, not cooling loop, but one loop going in the bottom, and then these ones that would come, like for example over here. The idea being they would heat up this general area, and then the loop downwards would siphon the heat and bring it straight into the power plant, the steam power plant thingies. But given the amount of piping that we have going around here, I don't think that's gonna be possible. So we'll have to go with the next best thing, which is just hope that the game does what we want. Okay, and you know, it's one of those things. If the steam gets to like 300 or 500 degrees, we don't care too much. Yeah, and by the way, don't use iron, because I don't have any more, or steel, because I don't have any more. So yeah, let's go for the gold, because that I have a lot. Now, my friends, over here for the power, we're just gonna do something pretty simple. We have those batteries over there, 2 of them. They are gonna activate 2 rows at a time. So yeah, let's just see. I want this one to activate this row, and this one over here. So we connect it like so. Right, and then we disconnect over here and over here, like this. And then the other one is exactly the same. We connect it over here and we connect it over here. So now only one of them should work at a time, yeah. That way it doesn't flicker so much, and it doesn't affect my OCD so much, yeah. This is much better. Okay, so this shouldn't take too long now. We need to make an access on this side because we're gonna have a steam turbine over here. With one steam turbine on either side, the temperature should be maintained relatively okay. After that, we just need to dump water using one of these. You know, we just dump water on the floor. It doesn't really matter where. And in fact, we might not even need to drop water, because guess what? We do have water over here. We just need to pipe it and vent it out somewhere. That way the dupes don't even need to have the effort. That's what we are gonna do for the petroleum that we are gonna use as coolant over here. We're just gonna siphon it from this line until this loop is filled up, and you know, that should be more than enough. Once the loop is filled up, I want to have water already, because you know, this thing is already pretty toasty. I'm pretty certain we're gonna almost flash boil the water almost immediately. So I want to have it over here so that we don't turn that petroleum into sour gas the next time we decide to launch this bad boy, which is almost ready, as well as this one. This one only needs the bathroom pipe. Frankie? Frankie? What seems to be the issue? I don't know. These dupes sometimes, they do have strange behaviors, but oh well, my friends. Yeah, like, I just want to have water, and we should be able to kickstart this thing pretty soon. The steam turbines can kind of wait a little bit if we don't, like, have the materials to build them, and we want to launch a rocket, that's fine, but I don't want to launch a rocket until the loops are filled and water is available. Now, my friends, I come to the realization that we need to chill out the steam turbines, and guess what? We need a cooling loop for that. I need a cooling loop that goes from here to here, and then back. Oh my god. What have I got myself into? Something pretty nasty, I can tell you. But oh well. The good news is we can kinda move a pipe from here to the other side, and then we can bring it through, you know, down below, where it's easier to pipe things. We just need to have like one bridge going on each of these. Oh man, that doesn't gonna... that might not work the way I want it. There we go. If you're gonna send a pipe down below, why not both of them? There we go. Every time we have a problem, we just need to build enough bridges to solve that problem. You see, bridges solves every single problem that you have with your piping. Every time. And I'm definitely not going to regret this later. I'm certain. But well, my friends, coming back to this side. Well, we already have one Draco. He's not super happy, but, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. These things, they require hydrogen, right? And these things produce hydrogen, right? These, however, are very annoying, which means I will have to, unfortunately, murderize them. But don't worry, I received a couple of slug eggs through the portal a few cycles ago, like I just got these Draco's eggs, so we're not diminishing the population, don't worry, because here's the thing. There is a bunch of hydrogen trapped inside of this one over here. So if we kill it, probably the hydrogen will flow. And it will flow from here, straight into here, where this little dude is, and that is going to allow him... Oh boy. And that is going to allow him to recuperate the scales that he lost, which is pretty cool. That way we don't have to worry too much, and the animals will supplement themselves, you know. Now, dupes, please murderize these slugs. They deserve to be murderized. There we go, explosion of hydrogen. Beautiful. My friends, I don't know if I have ever told you how much I love rockets and how much I like this part of the game. It is my favorite part of the game, whenever you get to set up your starport and get these big bad boys into space, and you know, it's just wonderful. I love this stage of the game. What? Well, here's the thing. You were not supposed to groom the puff inside of this thingy, because now these guys will be propagating themselves like flies, like insects. Cool, I suppose. My friends, our metal situation is really dire. Like, we are getting into that stage of the game where everything is a crisis now. It's the metal crisis, the power crisis, the crisis of no diamond to go grab more metals. I mean, we still have plenty of metals in our map, but gold, for example, yeah, good luck. We only have this little bit left. Iron, yeah, good luck. We only have none left. The only iron that we do have available to us, it's either over here in this biome, which is less than ideal, or on this planet, which is also on this biome. We still have a little bit, but not too much. So, yeah. I really think that our next large project should really be the nuclear reactor, because the nuclear reactor is the thing. It's the thing that is going to allow us to make more diamond, and more diamond is going to allow us to go grab more metals. So the positive feedback loop or a snowball effect will only happen after we have a steady source of red bolts to fill up our rockets and our diamond presses. I believe that's how they are named, because we need the diamond presses to make more diamond, and diamond is super important. So yeah, mighty unfortunate that we are finding ourselves in this situation, but at least we already have most of the tools ready to untangle ourselves from this unfortunate situation. Now, my friends, there is no day like today, right? I mean, we had a few too many crises and that deviated our attention from the important things, so you know what? I believe it is time for us to start filling this up with water, and then once we have the water, we'll close the chamber off on this tile over here. We already have some petroleum coming over here as well, so yeah, whenever we got all the water, we'll put the petroleum in, and we'll start the cooling loop. This should heat up the water to a decent temperature. I mean, this is pretty toasty. The second the petroleum goes, like, I have to be honest, I'm a bit scared. I hope the petroleum doesn't turn into sour gas in the pipes. That would be really terrible. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. The petroleum is rather frosty, so I think it's going to be okay. We just need to have a good amount of water over here. Our efforts were rewarded, my friends. The first egg this Draco pooped, it was a glossy Draco egg. Pretty cool. Well, my friends, wonderful news. I think this thing is done. Well, not done, but ready to be kickstarted. We still need to input all the fluids into the respective pipes. I want an additional drop of petroleum over here if at all possible, and that is just what happened. We have a good amount of water over here, but in the future I'm gonna leave the pipe so that in the future we can add more should it be necessary. So let's get going, shall we? We have this loop over here, which is the cooling loop, so we're gonna siphon some petroleum from here first. There we go. We want to have just a little bit. We don't need to have a lot. Just a little bit of petroleum is all that we need. In the future, if we see that we are having some issues with cooling, we can replace this with super coolant. It's really easy. We just need to plug the coolant line back into the return line, and all the coolant is exhausted back into where it should be, you know, stored, ready to go into a rocket, and then we'll put the cooling super coolant in there. However, you know, for now petroleum is good enough given its properties, shall we say. It's precisely the thing that we need. It has a very high boiling point. I believe it is the highest of all the fluids that we have available, and in fact probably one of the highest in the game from you know, regular fluids, because in theory everything can be a fluid in this game, so you know, you probably get what I meant. And there we go. Good enough. Beautiful. This thing is going to be set up to like 25 degrees. It's good enough. This thing, as long as it is below 100, you know, I'm not going to complain. Okay, so cooling loop done. Beautiful. That's what we want. Up next, now comes the scary part. Oh boy. Please don't break my stuff. Okay, please don't break my stuff. Please don't break my stuff. There is no directionality base manager. The game doesn't know where should it go. Okay, it's fine, game. I'm sorry. It's my fault. My fault. Can we try this again now, game? Please. Okay, you're trying to be funny now. You're playing funny games with me, game. Like, you don't want to go. You should be able to go like you go into the pipe and you go into that way. Okay, it's not that difficult. But fine. I mean, look, okay, we can do this, by the way. We just need... I just wanted the game to do it by itself, okay? But we can do this. We just need to go like this, okay? And now, we disconnect. Reconnect. Okay. Let it flow for a few seconds, okay? And this should be enough. Even if we have some spaces in there, it's totally fine. We just now connect it like this. There we go. Do you still have a little bit more space for the... Two more packets. Okay, I'm gonna let 3 more packets. That's good enough. There we go. That should be all that we need for this cooling loop. Oh my god. The game likes to be complicated sometimes, my friends. But we just... There we go, see? Fully filled up. It didn't turn immediately into sour gas. Now the petroleum will start to cool off, which is gonna heat up the water. We can even, to help out, we can go and build a couple of these bad boys, temperature shift plates. Like for example over here, copper is good. Can be copper, yeah. We can put like for example one over here. That's gonna help us out transferring the heat a little bit. And yeah, once these metal tiles have reached a decent temperature, we can lift off again. Okay, my friends, so with our steam chamber operational, I mean, it's time to test it out, because I don't know if the hot exhausts are not going to flash boil the petroleum in the pipe. I don't think that they will. But yeah, it's one of those things. Okay, we have the plastic inside, the frames are dying, so that means everything is cool. So we can call in the crew, change the destination to another corner of this hexagonic looking universe. We're gonna check that corner next. I think that's the next corner, right? Yeah. We check this one, and that up next. So let's call in the crew, composed of Camille and the left. Let's go. Go for it, Camille. Holy but Jesus, so fast. Let's appreciate this, shall we? Just want to check one thing. Yep. No carbon dioxide is being inputted over here. I think there was a moment in the in some alpha. I don't remember very well, but when. But there was a moment in time where the carbon dioxide could spawn inside of your chamber. But yeah, that's no longer the case. And yeah, the petroleum did not boil into a sour gas, and will slowly and steadily siphon the heat from these very toasty metal tiles and, you know, turn it into steam. So, fan-freaking-tastic, my friends. Now, my friends, I don't exactly remember how much stuff this... Oh, 1,000 kilos, and this one takes how much? It's like 400 kilos. It's really tiny, but if we can fill like this, the rail and this with the suits, hey... it's gonna be fine. So let's call in a couple of suits. I already started fabricating Atmos suits, so let's call in a couple of those things in here, just to have it. In our very first mission we don't need to have the suits in there. We just need is the copper to be delivered over here, so please do hurry up and do this. Now there is one final thing missing from our cockpit of here, and that is the water. The water is still not here. Everything else is, such as the food and nothing else. There is nothing else to be delivered, but yeah, the food is there, so water. Like I said, we're gonna have a rail pretty much like the one that we have for the petroleum. The rail goes through here and there's a return line going through here, which is gonna input it back into the storage over there. The automation is pretty simple. This pulse over here activates this memory. This memory gets deactivated by this sensor, which is activated by the return line of the water. For now, we are just gonna have water on this one. If we decide to put water on others, we will have to... yeah, we'll have to do something different, because we don't have space for the return line. It's a problem for future me, okay? Not present me. So, future me will have to do it. In any case, water. So let's just pulse this signal once more by doing this, and then rebuilding it. There we go. It got pulsed. The petroleum will go over there. We can reset this so that it's not showing a wrong number. But yeah, the petroleum will now be going and it will be resetted once it reaches over here, so that's totally fine. As for the water should flow in there into the cockpit. Once the cockpit is fully full, yeah. Total correct English. Once this thing is completely full, that thing should be blocked and the water should go through the return line, deactivating the valve and setting the system back to 0, and no water should be inside of the pipes, therefore we shouldn't have any breakage of pipes during launch. And over here the water is returning and it stopped. Why did it stop? Because we ran out of water. Ah, okay, for a moment I thought the system had like some sort of glitch right where the encoder didn't work, but no, it did work. It's just that, you know, it takes a little bit of time until the water reaches all the way from one side of the map to the other, so okay, it's totally fine. Now, this is less than ideal. This is less than ideal. Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. This water needs to be evacuated. So this water needs to have priority over this one, because, yeah, that's not a cool place for water to be. Oh, we have discovered something, my friends. A planet! Let's see, the lava world has just been uncovered, my friends. Otina! A Tina that is hot. Okay, we know that the niobium is there, so yeah, that's all that we need to know from there. So yeah, let's continue exploring this side of space, shall we? Oh, by the way, my friends, apparently in the metal world we also have the same glitch as we have on the swampy world. Yeah. Very interesting indeed. Oh, what have we found over here? Another frozen asteroid thingy, because of course, at least this one has something useful in it, in the form of aluminum. You bring back pretty much just water and aluminum, which is not terrible. But still, not exactly a radioactive field or a destroyed satellite. It's been so long since I've seen a destroyed satellite. Like, to me, the best asteroid field, you get glass and copper out of the thing, and the obsidian or something. Like, you get only useful stuff, so... yeah... Come on, game, give me something really nice to end the episode on. Pretty please. Meh. Meh again. Oh well, it's fine. It's something. Oh man, I have some little metals in this thingy. Look, I already have at least 50% of this thing uncovered, and my god. But well, my friends, even though our space adventures have not exactly been as fruitful as we wanted, we have been discovering some things. Useful things? Questionable, but things nonetheless. But well, in any case, my friends, this rocket is ready to go. The heat reclamation chamber is done as well. The rail system and piping system, everything is done, so it's just a matter of expanding the starport and replicating the pipe work as we expand it. So pretty happy with this. Not only that, we are actually almost done with our laboratory over here, which has been like a secondary project that we have been working on, and so I'm also happy with it. And yeah, my friends, next episode we are definitely gonna take the European over here, which has been fully resupplied, and we're gonna take it for a test run. We might not yet have any suits inside, but we don't really need suits anyway, so yeah, it's totally fine. Ario is gonna be the only pilot, but at least for now we need to drop the pod so that we can start working on the structures necessary to accommodate the arrival of a dupe. So yeah, plenty of colonization work ahead of us. Not only that, but if we could also keep expanding our ranching facilities over here, that would probably be for the best. I don't understand how this came to be, but well, it's one of those things. We're just gonna let it exist for now. And I mean, this is something that I'm not really paying too much attention to. It's once again something to be built over time, slowly and steadily. But in any case, my friends, and with all of that said, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Biz Manager signing out. Bye bye.